No!
Oh, shoot, I didn't realize it.
Uh-oh. All right, I guess we're in it now. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to B-Buds. I'm Yoshi.
I forgot he stared at God.
He's... Big dragon in the sky.
That was it.
Okay. You still have to say it.
No, you have to finish the intro.
Oh, that was it. That's Charlie, and we're back to playing Tyrion Cuthbert. And we have just started a trial, and as far as we know, this trial's gonna go for about an hour. Then we're gonna go back to look at more evidence, and then we're gonna come back to the trial, which is gonna last 3 more hours. A lozenge has been put into
Lozenge taken.
like the Dark Souls.
Editor.
All right, let's go. All right, let's go.
Court is now in session for the trial of Stefanik Dracogen, who has now been accused of murder, I guess.
Possibly. We don't know. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is also ready. Very well. Let's begin the proceedings. Prosecutor Steelwind, please list the charges.
The defendant is charged with criminal negligence in this civil trial. Is charged with criminal negligence in the death of Justin Way. The death occurred at Aronnax Arcane Refinery last night. Mr. Way was an employee of the Dracogen Trading Company, a company owned by the defendant.
Last night?
Last night.
We've
been investigating. We've been investigating, and
What
now
time is
it's
it?
the afternoon, and we've all been doing investigations. During work hours, the victim accidentally broke a poorly maintained safety rail and fell into a vat of corrosive chemicals. Attempts to save his life failed, and his body almost fully dissolved. We could only identify him by the fact that people saw his face.
I see. What a gruesome end.
The defendant displayed clear negligence in maintaining the refinery's facilities. As such, the responsibility of Mr. Way's death falls squarely on his shoulders. Salam. To begin, the prosecution would like to call Noah Morrison to the stand. This is all me. Witness, please state your name and occupation for the court. Yes, the name's Noah Morrison.
He knows more.
Noah... His nose Morris, son. I'm the harbor master of Aronnax's harbor. It's my understanding that you witnessed the accident that night. Am I correct? I did. Could you please testify to the court about what you witnessed? Witness testimony. I'm saying this out loud. I was showing a visitor around the city, and for some reason he really wanted to see the Aronnax Arcane Refinery. He was inspecting the machines there when suddenly Mazurka ran up to us. She was desperately trying to tell us something, but there was just too much noise. After a while, she just pointed at the walkway overlooking the refinery. That's where we saw someone fall into that accursed vat. Wait, was it really accursed? It could be with all that magic going around. There was a guardrail that should have prevented him from falling, but he broke through it as he fell.
God, it was totally a golem that fell that second time.
Well, the railing didn't even need to be broken. With its heavy weight, it could have just...
So, there was a safety rail that should have protected the victim.
Yes, however, upon a closer inspection, the city guard found that the rails were extremely rusted. Upon closer inspection, but not close enough.
Yeah, no one would ever think to look with magic.
We live in a world of magic, and I hate using it. They were clearly poorly maintained by the company.
God, I see. No, he's currently seeing. I see. The negligence is the basis of the prosecution's charges.
or
The
he's
negligence is the basis of the criminal negligence. Yes, Judge. Good job.
actually, I think his desk, like, you know how when you go to some oil change places, they're like under, they don't raise the car up. They just go underneath it.
Yeah.
That's what, he's just down below.
Prosecutor, could you
Help. Are you going to present the traces of transmutation that we found?
That would complicate
God.
things, you know?
Just makes it a criminal trial, unlike the civil trial that it is now about his criminal negligence.
I can't help but feel like there's something in Morrison's testimony that doesn't add up. You're just ignoring her? Right now, those traces are the only defense we have against Von Sanctus's accusations. It's not a piece that I want to use just yet. And once you use that piece, who knows how the judge will react? Maybe he'll think it's a murder. Not much has changed with Morrison's testimony. However, you've collected a lot more evidence since you last spoke to him. Is there anything... Have you? Last time you spoke to him was about the eye tanker. That was like one conversation ago.
And now that you found all this evidence...
Is there anything you found that contradicts his testimony? I mean, yeah.
Examination. I was showing a visitor, and for some reason...
It has to be the timing, right? Because she saw it, then ran over, he sees it. They can't both have seen the same person fall.
But he was yeah, I guess. When suddenly Mazurka ran up. Are you referring to Mazurka Tuda, owner of the local cafe? Aye. For whatever reason, she was also there, and witnessed the accident. Yes, we are already well aware of that.
Mazurka's testimony was a lot less detailed than Morrison and Astor's testimony. She was probably more focused on saving Justin than taking in her surroundings. But are there any points where her testimony doesn't add up with Morrison's?
She was desperately trying to tell us, but there was just too much noise.
And this noise came from the machines in the refinery, I presume?
Those machines were loud as all hell. I could barely hear myself think with that noise. There was no way I could hear young Mazurka over all that.
Okay.
After a while...
You mentioned that you saw someone fall into the vat. Did you not recognize this person?
Well, I didn't know the lad personally, and it was pretty far away. I couldn't get a look at the person. Good look at the person.
Maybe you should keep a pin on that detail. Anyways, could you go into more detail about the moment you witnessed the accident?
Of course. What do you want to know about? I mean, I think we can just go in order, right?
I guess, yeah. What happened to the guardrail before Justin fell?
Well, I saw him lean on it. It should have prevented him from falling off of the walkway. But the rail just broke the instant he put his weight on it. That's how he fell into the vat.
I see. Could you please include that detail in your testimony?
If you think it'll help. That's where, yeah.
Do I press this one again?
Maybe. Okay, we get them. Yeah, we're just gonna have to keep going back through.
What was Mazurka doing the moment you saw Justin fall?
Justin Way. I told you, didn't I? She was the one who pointed to the walkway in the first place. That's how we saw Justin fall.
I see. Could you please include that detail in your testimony?
If you think it'll help.
What? It changed it completely.
That's... So I think you have to change it to then make it so it contradicts what hers was.
But in hers was she had already seen him fall.
After she tried, yeah. So I think this still works if we don't want to worry about it, unless we want to not bring up Aster. I guess we don't have to.
Yeah.
Oh.
Objection. Wait, what? Witness! You said that you saw the victim fall into the vat. Did this happen before, during, or after Mozarika tried to get your attention?
It was definitely after. If it weren't for the commotion she made, I wouldn't have looked up there in the first place.
It's just as you thought, but what does this mean? Morrison, I spoke with Mozarika about what she saw. She said that she saw Justin fall off of the walkway and then rush to you for help.
That sounds about right.
No, Morrison, it actually doesn't.
It sounds about wrong.
Fuck you.
What do you mean?
If Mozarika saw Justin fall before
She went
to get help, then how did you see him fall after she came to you for help?
What?
Morrison, Mozarika came to you for help. That was in reaction to seeing Justin fall off the walkway. If that's true, then how could you have possibly seen Justin fall off the walkway again afterward?
I have no idea. Mr. Cuthbert, you're disputing the witness's testimony over a minor detail.
Minor.
A minor.
Minor detail, huh? The entire reason he looked up there was because she pointed it out.
Over just a little teensy-weensy detail. It's entirely possible that Mr. Morrison or Miss Tudor simply misremembered.
I highly doubt that Morrison misremembered the order of what happened. His testimony matches up exactly with the testimony of his companion.
Then Miss Tudor must be the one who's mistaken.
Then why did she get that? I'm compelled to agree with Miss Steelwind.
I don't think I've ever agreed with anybody other than...
These conflicting accounts seem extremely minor. The prosecution's case is based on the broken guardrail, and only 3 individuals witnessed Justin Way break said guardrail. The defense asserts that these 3 witnesses' accounts must be consistent with each other. Otherwise, this evidence is not strong enough to find my client liable.
Please, the break in the guardrails is directly over the vat. That is enough physical evidence. It proves... God forbid we involve magical evidence in this. It proves that the victim fell in because the railing broke.
How do we know that the guardrail wasn't broken by some other event?
That's ludicrous. You're clearly just playing devil's advocate.
Shut the fuck up.
Tyrion, I sent you execute. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'll admit that I also find I'll admit that I also find the defense's assertion dubious. Strike that from the record.
Strike that from the record.
However, I see no harm in allowing Miss Tudor to testify to what she saw. Rika saw a lot less than Morrison and Aster did, and her testimony was a lot less detailed. But the one detail she did remember was that she saw Justin fall off of the walkway. Hopefully her testimony might clear up what happened. Bailiff.
Was it just like a big illusion?
Please escort Miss Tudor to the witness stand. Well, the guy clearly had like some automaton with him, right? Because he was like ordering it to pick it up and it like squeezed too hard. And then like told him to...
Or it was someone under mind control.
Or it is someone under mind control. But I think they've pushed so much that it wasn't Justin that they saw fall, that it was the second person there. Which, since there's no one reported missing, I think has to be an automaton of some sort.
Okay. But we can't have 2 automatons in a row.
Well, incorrect. What about this piece of evidence? Wrong.
Objection. Witness, please state your name and occupation for the courtroom.
This is probably Rika's first time testifying in a courtroom.
Don't forget about my first time, too.
You hope she'll be okay.
I declare you guilty. As if I need such introductions, but allow me to indulge you all.
Oh lord, is she seriously doing that here?
I am Muzurika Tudor, Dark Lord of Aranax, High Archmagi of the Cadmium Flames, business proprietor of Sweet Confections.
I see. I was not aware we were in the presence of such a renowned individual. Wait, does he actually believe her? Your Honor, Mozarika Tudor is the owner of a local cafe in Aranax. But isn't she also a high archmagi?
Tick, 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 tick.
Strike that!
Strike that. I am.
No, she really isn't.
Tyrion. You're ruining my flow. Yeah, stop ruining her flow, Tyrion.
You would say that your flow is the most disrupted right now. Ahem. Anyways, Ms. Tudor, you were at the Aranax refinery on the night of the accident.
Yesterday.
Last night. And you witnessed the moment that the victim fell off the walkway, am I correct?
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
According to your statement, you ran up to Morrison after you saw Justin fall off of the walkway. The problem is that there's a contradiction between both of your testimonies.
There's a contradiction?
Morrison testified that he didn't see the victim fall into the vat until after you approached him. This wouldn't make sense, though. You saw the victim fall off of the walkway before you ran up to Morrison. Morrison couldn't have possibly seen the victim fall again after that.
Oh, I think I see what happened.
You do?
I think you're misunderstanding what I said before.
I misunderstood you. If that's true, could you please testify to the court exactly what happened? Please include every detail you can remember.
Oh, no problem. Sure.
I remember everything. I pushed him.
I didn't. I was at the refinery when I heard a strange sound from the walkway. When I saw a strange sound from the plank. When I looked to see what it was, I saw that Justin had tumbled over the guardrail. But he hadn't fallen into the vat yet. I saw him barely hanging onto the edge of the platform. I didn't know how to get to the walkway from there, so I looked for help on the grounds and found Mr. Morrison. Yeah, you must have seen Justin lose his grip of the ledge and fall into the vat after that.
So the victim didn't immediately fall into the vat. He was hanging onto the edge of the walkway. That would explain how Mr. Morrison saw the victim fall into the vat after Ms. Tudor saw him fall off of the walkway. In any case, Mr. Cuthbert, you may begin your cross-examination.
Just gonna have to press.
Just all of them?
I mean, that's...
May as
isn't
well.
that not how it...
May as well. What kind of sound did you hear?
I'm not quite sure. If I had to guess, I'd say that it sounded like the sound of metal hitting metal. What?
Metal hitting metal?
Ah!
The refinery walkway is made out of metal.
And
So
people
perhaps
are made out of metal, too.
I'm surprised you heard anything over the sound of all
Oh,
the
yeah.
machines.
Well, obviously, that was just the machines in the building or whatever.
So perhaps the sound she heard was something metallic colliding with the walkway. Did something shake the walkway and make Justin lose his balance? His thieves' tools.
What?
So this was the moment that you saw Justin fall off of the walkway.
Yar.
And you said that he fell over the guardrail?
I did, but I'm not sure how it happened. I think something caused him to lose his balance.
I think he was trying to do that.
He tumbled over the guardrail and fell right off of the walkway.
Interesting. But that still doesn't explain why Morrison saw him fall after you ran to him for help.
Well, I did see Justin fall from the walkway. But he hadn't fallen into the vat yet.
He was hanging onto the ledge? Was there anyone around to help him back up?
I didn't see anyone around, but I really wasn't paying attention to that. I was just focused on saving him before he fell. I assumed that if anyone was nearby, they'd immediately try to help him.
And did you see another individual with him?
Yeah, I did. I tried to explain to him and his friend what was going on, but they couldn't hear me over the machines. Or the metal clanking.
That does match with the testimonies that he and Aster gave you. Did you also see this moment?
No, I didn't. I was so busy trying to talk to Mr. Morrison that I didn't see it. I didn't even know what had happened until after they shut down the machines.
If only Rika had seen the moment that Justin fell off too.
Justin really fell off.
You would have been able to compare her statement with the ones that you got from Morrison and Aster. You'll just need to focus on the other parts of her testimony.
God, we're gonna go back to those delinquents again. Because otherwise they just wouldn't have given them images.
Yep.
So Rika's testimony is a bit different from the statement that she gave us earlier.
Looking back on it, I should have asked her for more details. But it wasn't in the options. I was so focused on matching details with Morrison and Aster, I didn't probe her further.
Are you even good at your job? But now that we have a full testimony of what she saw happen, you can compare it with what Morrison and Aster saw.
I told you, I wasn't gonna try this case. Loses grip. They saw him fall through, right?
Lean on a guardrail and break it.
Yeah.
And the figure fell from the walkway into the vat.
Yeah. And this directly contradicts what she says.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah.
She said over, didn't she? Rika, you said that the victim tumbled over the guardrail. As in, he was thrown over it.
Yes, that's right. What?
Did you see the moment that the guardrail broke?
No, I didn't. I already told you that, didn't I?
But you did see the moment that Justin fell off of the walkway. And in that moment, did you see Justin break the guardrail?
No, like I told you, I couldn't see the moment that the guardrail broke.
But that's the thing, Rika. According to Morrison, Justin Way broke the guardrail as he fell into the vat. More specifically, he said that Justin was standing on the walkway when this happened.
What?
According to the prosecution, Justin Way leaned on a faulty guardrail and broke it, falling into the vat. But that's not what you saw, was it, Rika?
No, I saw him tumble over the guardrail. Oh, tumble over the guardrail?
Schmack. God, please. I'm afraid I don't see the importance of this, Mr. Cuthbert. Cuthbert. Are you accusing the witness of perjury? There's definitely something going on here, but what? I wonder. If only we could figure out if it was murder or not. Mozarika is a mage, and you don't want to suspect her, but you need to consider every possibility. What is happening here? She's lying.
Isn't R1 is they're both telling the truth?
Yeah. They're both telling the truth. You guess. But how does that make sense? Okay, think through this. If we assume that Rika and Morrison are telling the truth, you need to remember the exact order of events. First, Rika saw Justin going up the walkway.
When I looked to see what it was, I saw that Justin had tumbled over the guardrail, but he hadn't fallen into the vat yet. I saw him barely hanging on to the edge of the platform.
She saw Justin fall over the guardrail and walk off of the walkway. Oh my god.
Tick, 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 tick.
She saw Justin fall over the guardrail and off of the walkway. Justin was able to grab onto the walkway ledge. That's when Mozarika went to look for help. This is when she ran into Morrison and Aster.
Mozarika came running towards us. She was trying to tell us something, but the damn machines were too loud for us to hear her. She pointed at the walkway, and that's when we saw someone fall into the vat. By the time we could get them to stop the machines, it was too late.
And then there's Aster's account of events. Oh. Did you see the expression on his face? He might have been unconscious.
I'm afraid I couldn't see anything on his face. It was much too dark to make out his features.
Wait, you didn't actually see his face? How did you know it was actually him that fell in?
Well, who else could it have been? Ben.
I hate it when my memories echo.
Ben.
Oh, shit. Aster and Morrison couldn't see Justin's face. That one detail of their testimonies never sat right with you. But you dismissed your suspicions. They found Justin's body in the vat, after all. You know for a fact that he fell into that vat. But you never considered one other possibility. Another person fell into the vat. Another person? Is that really possible? But it's the only thing that makes sense.
Or another thing.
Mm-hmm. It would also explain how Rika, Morrison, and Aster all saw someone fall off of the walkway at different times. But then, who is this second person? You don't have a choice. Even if you don't know all of the facts, this is the only conclusion you can draw. I think you've...
just like sitting there this whole time in silence.
I think you've had quite enough time to deliberate, Mr. Cuthbert. Are you accusing the witness or not? I am not accusing the witness of perjury, Your Honor. Both Miss Tudor's and Mr. Morrison's testimonies appear to contradict each other, but they are both telling the truth.
Oh, then please enlighten us, Mr. Cuthbert. How could both of their testimonies possibly be true?
Well, I think there's only one possible explanation. Both Miss Tudor and Mr. Morrison saw someone fall off of the walkway. But the person that Miss Tudor saw and the person that Mr. Morrison saw were two different people.
With the mouse up the middle. Are you serious, Mr. Cuthbert? Do you honestly think some random person fell into the vats moments after Justin Way fell in?
It's the only conclusion that makes sense, Miss Steelwind. Miss Tudor knew the victim and recognized him. That's how she was able to confirm that it was him that fell into the vat. However, Mr. Morrison and his companion did not know the victim personally. They could barely make out his features, which, as you know, it's harder to see someone if you don't know them. It becomes
they're
darker.
just it's like a kind of a blur filter.
Yeah.
That's why you introduce yourself,
yeah,
so that you can
times.
see them clearly, yeah.
They only assumed it was him after learning that he fell in. A good assumption, honestly.
Please. It's far more likely that Miss Tudor is simply mistaken about what she saw. What? No, I'm sure I saw Justin tumble over the guardrail. And let's not forget Miss Tudor's allegiances. As a beneficiary of the Dracogen Trading Company, she has every reason to confound this case in the defendant's favor. That's not... Oh, bribery.
Smack. God, everyone needs to shut up. That's enough. This is a civil case, Mr. Cuthbert.
It's a criminal case.
Not some murder mystery for you to throw wild theories.
Are we thinking about this wrong?
I thought criminal cases were not civil cases, but maybe you need to strike all of that from the record. This was clearly an accident. It looks like you don't have a choice. You're going to have to use your trump card. You have one piece of evidence that implies that this wasn't a simple accident. And it is the transmutation on the guardrails.
Finally, magic involved.
It is the eye taker. Are you sure about... editor, can you play the Are You Sure About That?
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that, Your Honor?
What?
Justin Way's death was reported as an unfortunate accident.
Wait, so the accident is, like, they're trying to put the case that it is illegal to have such poor craftsmanship in the facility, which is why it led to a death.
Yes.
So from a legal standpoint, then it's a criminal case.
Okay,
A
yeah.
civil case doesn't involve...
Yeah.
It's between two people about different rights.
Yeah.
This is a criminal case.
As a result, the city guard put minimal resources into their investigation.
Minimal?
More specifically, there's no reason to call in the Arcane Inquisition.
What are you talking about now? Why would the Inquisition be... No. Are you saying... Why would you not involve one person who can cast one spell? What? You mean nobody on the city guard has a mage capable of casting Detect Magic?
Unlike the Aranax city guard, I have a mage capable of casting Detect Magic. My bodyguard, Celeste McCoy, scanned the crime scene for magical traces.
You don't start a hospital without a nurse.
And she found traces of transmutation on the broken guardrail.
Oh, there's transmutation.
Well, only nobles can be mages, right? So,
but
so
there's
nobles
common...
wouldn't work as
No,
guard...
you have to register? You don't have to be noble.
You don't
just
have to, but basically everyone is.
But then how do... Whatever. This is still you.
Traces of magic were found at the crime scene in
In the magic refiner. In the magic refinery. Whoa.
But that would make this a potential homicide, Your Honor.
This is ridiculous. The accident took place within an Arcane refinery. The traces could have easily come from the purification process.
Purification of?
Oil.
Ms. Steelwind, these traces were found only on the guardrails that Justin broke.
Also, it's a different kind of magic.
We didn't find them anywhere else. We can't be certain of what happened, but it's clear that a mage used magic near the scene of the accident.
You could just say someone used magic.
Foul play may have been involved. So my theory of another person falling into the vat is entirely possible. My client is not at fault for the guardrail breaking. Considering this shocking revelation, there is still much we do not know about Justin Way's death. With that said, I have no choice but to suspend the trial of Von Sanctus versus Dracoden.
Thank God. This didn't drag out that long.
You had a feeling that this would happen. Just like your other cases, the court wouldn't pass a verdict unless a culprit is found.
What? But what? Why is that so bad? They didn't say that as long as this case is going, he can't run his business.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the assumption, but they didn't. But usually something like this would tell us that. Right now they're just saying, well, it's just going to take longer to get a verdict going.
Yeah. The court will give the Arcane Inquisition time to investigate the scene and these supposed magical traces.
Tick, 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 tick.
Cut that! Strike it from the goddamn! We will resume the trial in 2 days' time. That sentence hurt a lot. Court is adjourned.
Bam! Unless we are stupid, which is a very valid possibility.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, at least we survived the first day. But it kind of feels like we're back to square. No, we aren't.
Yeah. The Inquisition will get involved. They know that magic played a role in what happened.
Okay, yeah.
If you want them to dismiss the case against Dracogen, you're going to have to find out exactly what happened. I feel like the moment they admit it is a murder is the you have no case. There's no way it can be criminal negligence because there was...
What if it was criminal negligence because he committed the murder?
Yeah. If that's even possible.
I mean, I think that's what's going to point out to. They're going to point out that he was trying to rob him.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to show that nothing was robbed.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be like, well, that was just, he put it back in his case to make it look like he didn't do it. And then it's going to be like, well, in recompense, he threw him into the vat and tried blaming it.
With the magic he can't cast.
They do that all the time.
No. I'm not arguing with you.
I think that we're going to get a save point, so let's... Hey, are you okay? Snap out of it.
You feel a headache coming on. Yeah, I think I'm just tired.
Well, this day has been exhausting. It's pretty late. Should we just head back to the inn, even though this trial... all these courtrooms look the same? Why did he... Wait a minute. Why is that judge here? He actually is over here.
I was watching chess.
I got stuck in this city, same as you. Should we just head back to the inn and continue the investigation tomorrow?
No. I want to take another look at the refinery before the Inquisition gets there. The throbbing pain in your skull seems to disagree with you doing that.
Yeah, no. We're heading back to the inn.
I'm fine, really.
Tyrion, I know you're anxious about the trial, but you need to get some rest.
Celeste, it's fine.
It's not. You're going to work yourself.
Would you just stay out of my way? Again, your voice came out louder than you meant for it to.
Fine. Whatever. Do what you want.
It's this damn city. Being back here is really getting to you.
It's the city. This damn city.
It's Chinatown.
Forget it, Jake. It's RLX or whatever.
That's all the more reason to get through this trial as soon as possible. The soreness in your head doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. Perhaps she's right. You'll be better off investigating the scene after some rest.
Would you like to save your progress? But we're going to have to see what they've got in store for us next time on B-Buds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, goodbye.
Yeah. See you.
All right, where's our save?
It doesn't matter.
Put it all the way at the bottom.
It's not at the bottom.
Almost.
It's
almost all the way at the bottom.
Halfway down the
Scroll all the way down.
It is in spot 6.